Let's discuss the third tab on the spreadsheet called CAGR Calculator. Let's select that. Okay, you'll remember from our equation for solving for the CRRM that we would also like to be able to solve for this term, the CAGR, or pull that to one side of the equation. But since that's part of this large summation expression, it's actually difficult or very difficult to solve for CAGR, but we can actually solve for CAGR iteratively. So that's what we do in this third tab of the spreadsheet here. In this particular case, we know what the R&D spend rate is and the lifespan, and we know what the CRRM is, but we would like to understand what CAGR does that support. So we're essentially trying to solve for that CAGR. What we can see here is we've already made one solution. We happen to know from our prior examples that for a product lifespan of 4 years, spending 17% of revenue on R&D, achieving a 10% CAGR, the result is a CRRM of 6.989. Now, if I just simply change that and say, well, what if I only got a return multiple of 6 rather than 6.989? What CAGR would that support? And in this case, I go to Data and Solver, and we've set up a very simple iterative solve here. Hit Solve, and it immediately comes back with the answer here, which says, hey, drop that multiple from 6.989 down to 6, and it only supports a 1.1% CAGR. And again, you can just change whatever we want to in here for an R&D spend rate of 12%, receiving a 10x multiple of CRRM return for a product with, let's say, a 7-year lifespan. What CAGR would that support? Hit Data, Solver, and hit Solve, and it comes back with a 5.4. Obviously, if we drop this number to be a lower number, let's say I drop that down to 5 now rather than 10, and let it solve again, you will see that CAGR that it supports is in fact a negative CAGR. So this part of the spreadsheet just simply allows you to understand for a given multiple that you have achieved, what CAGR does that support? In this case, you're looking in the rearview mirror perhaps and saying a given project returned to us a revenue return multiple over 7 years of 5 times what we spent on R&D. That only supports a CAGR, as we can see here, of minus 12.3%.